Of Bakuu, starting since the beginning of this year and also the last year, they also started to demolish, and when the people just deny to go out from the houses, you can see some pictures how the police acted and how the authorities used the force.
Wow. How long time did they have before they were forced to go out? Did they have like a time limit? Like you have 1 week?
According to legislation, it's 1 year. They should notify the people 1 year before. But unfortunately, there are many cases when they just came at the same day and they demolished the same day. I mean, no chance for the people to take their belongings and the other things from the house.
And how many people have they evacuated from this area?
No, it's different numbers, but as an exact number, we know about 4,000 people.
4,000 people?
4,000 people, it's for sure, but also our investigation still continues and maybe the number will increase.
But where are these 4,000 people now?
Different places. Some of them left the country. I know people who lived around the flag square, around the crystal hall, by the way, where you will be referring. Some of them just left the country because they have relatives in Ukraine and Russia. Some of them are living in the relatives' houses. And some of them just, they have no other chance to take the money which the authorities is giving for them and buy not so good houses in the outside of Bakuu.
And what about their belongings? Demolished?
Many of them, yes, unfortunately. Many of them. Some of them could take some belongings, some of them couldn't take at all nothing. I know it's different.
So this was 1 year ago?
No, well, for example, you can see here the...
But it happened during a year?
During this year. For example, this 2 months ago, this in March of this year.
So, how did they react when you were there and taking pictures like this?
The authorities, they sometimes use the, let's say, pressure. Of course, they didn't like that when the journalists or activists just took these pictures. But, you know, finally we had a chance to take these pictures.
Wow.
Because they cannot interfere so much to the journalist activities.
But do you know what happened to this lady afterwards?
Yes, now she's living in her relative's house. It's an area of the winter park. I mean, the authorities said that we will build the winter park here, but now they are saying that we will not build the winter park, we will build just very big buildings, very tall buildings, and business centers, you know. It's,
wow. And they don't pay these people any compensation for moving out?
Any proper compensation.
Not any proper compensation?
No proper and no court decisions, you know. It's two facts which is completely against our constitution, our legislation and obligations before the international organization. No court decision and no proper compensation. And this owner of this flat, and she just doesn't want to sell it, but you can see how they use the force, unfortunately.
On the other side we have placed the crystal hall.
This is pretty clear.
Yes. It's a different part of Bakuu. It's a quite central part, and unfortunately it's still continuing. Because of Eurovision they stopped now, but after Eurovision we're sure that they will start to continue and they will
Continue to
demolish
houses, to rebuild Bakuu,
yes,
or to
rebuild Bakuu or build some new constructions on some new buildings. For example, we have now Sulu-Tepe district, and one journalist who was beaten just 1 month ago when try to film the demolitions. It's a very concerned area because they really
And this is the
added-
places that beat people up.
police and security service of the state oil company.
So how do people in general, when you're out there, because you're meeting the real people, what is the feeling of it?
No, it's a different feeling. Some of them really accept it very political, and they are saying that we vote for the president, current president in the 2008, but after this we will not because he couldn't defend us. Some of them, they really think that it's the authorities, I mean the top authorities, doesn't know about it, and that just local authorities are doing it. You know, the feelings, of course, are different, but as a human feelings, of course, they are concerned that what we will do, where we will go, where are our belongings.
Yeah.
Many of these houses were the cultural, let's say, buildings, you know, old buildings, they demolished also. And they are concerned why they are demolishing such kind of cultural buildings.
So basically, these people, they don't have much left. They don't have any money. They don't have anything. They just
Yeah, I mean,
get work. What about their children?
the children are the same. I mean, they really met the problems with the school
Yeah.
because, for example, they are living in this area,
Yeah.
and of course their children are going to the schools in this area. That's why it's creating a new problem for them. They don't know if they should stay here or they should go back.
Wow. And on this
Flag square, yeah. It's a flag, crystal.
Crystal hole. If you want, I can just explain you where is the crystal hole there. It's a 9th floor. It was 9th floor building in front of.
This one, the crystal.
and who are these men? Are these men?
Some of them neighbors. This people neighborhoods. I know these people.
So
The neighbors just help her
Help her.
because yes, she started to feel very bad.
Unbelievable. Children and women.
And we have also videos of this. We have evidences.
What is it?
This flag square, and here is this new crystal hall, and they demolished all this building. Now you can see the road. I'm sure you saw the road there.
how many people stay in that place?
400, more than 400 people. More than 400 people only in this building, but around there were also about 15 one-floor buildings. And if we will include to the amount to this number, it will be more than 600.
So why do you think this happens? Why do you think these building in those cities?
You know, they are deciding it. I mean, the authorities. And unfortunately, in our country, if our authorities are deciding, and they are not asking the opinion of the people, they are not asking the opinion of the civil society, and they are doing as they decided. And it's very simple.
How is the people reacting? Are they afraid to speak their minds?
Yeah, many of them are afraid, but one good sign is that many of these people apply to the court.
They apply to?
To court. And Wednesday there will be court hearing, by the way, at 11 and at 4. The court hearing of the inhabitants of the buildings which demolished because of the crystal hole.
How big is the chance that they will get their rights?
You know, in Azerbaijan we really don't believe to it because we know how this judicial system is working in the country, but still they have some chance for the European court, but it will take years, you know, because they should apply here first to all courts and then to go to the European court.
When they rebuild these homes, is it too expensive for these people to to live there?
Baku is a very expensive city. I think you already know about it. And the houses in the center is very expensive also. But they are receiving the money, not proper money, and that's why they are not able to buy in the center. That's why they should go very outside of Baku without any good conditions and live there. It's a reality. You know. We can go right now and I can show you where the people are living in their relatives' houses also.
They get thrown out from these houses.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Really nice pictures.
Of Baku, starting since the beginning of this year and also the last year, the authorities started to demolish, and when the people just denied to go out from the houses, you can see some pictures how the police acted and how the authorities.
People now.
Different places, some of them left the country. I know people who lived around the flag square, around the Crystal Hall, by the way, where you will be performed. Some of them just left the country because they have relatives in Ukraine and Russia. Some of them are living in their relatives' houses, and some of them just discharged the force.
Wow. How long time did they have before they were forced to go out? Did they have like a time limit? Like you have 1 week?
According to legislation, it's 1 year. They should notify the people 1 year before. But unfortunately, there are many cases when they just came at the same day and they demolished the same day. I mean, no chance for the people to take their belongings and the other things from the house.
And how many people have they evacuated from this area?
No, it's different numbers, but as an exact number, we know about 4,000 people.
4,000 people?
4,000 people, it's for sure, but also our investigation still continues and maybe the number will increase.
But where